The winter sun rises slowly over England in the year 1200. Frost covers the fields, and another bitterly cold day begins. For ordinary families, winter is not a season of comfort. It is a season of survival. Inside most homes, there is no heating system, no fireplace in every room, and no warm bed waiting at night. The only source of warmth is a small open hearth burning in the center of the house. Even then, much of the heat disappears through gaps in the walls and roof. Most homes have no glass windows. Openings are covered with cloth, wooden shutters, or nothing at all. As temperatures dropped, medieval families gathered around the hearth, sharing the only source of warmth inside their small wooden home. The poorest villagers often own only one set of clothing for the entire year.
Layers of wool become their best defense against freezing temperatures.
But wool is expensive, and many people simply endure the cold. Long before winter arrives, families spend months collecting fuel. Every stick, branch, and fallen log could mean the difference between life and death. Some families burn peat cut from marshlands when firewood becomes scarce. The smell of burning peat fills countless homes across the countryside. Food is another challenge. Winter leaves fields frozen and barren. Fresh vegetables become rare, and survival depends on food stored months earlier. Families carefully ration every loaf of bread and every handful of grain. For many villagers, the hardest months of winter have only just begun. As darkness falls, the cold becomes even more dangerous. Without sunlight, temperatures inside the cottage quickly drop. Privacy is a luxury almost nobody can afford. Most families sleep together in a single room, sharing warmth through the long winter night. Children often sleep beside their parents to avoid freezing before morning. The fire is rarely kept burning all night. Fuel is too valuable. By dawn, frost has crept across the wooden walls. The family wakes to another freezing morning inside their tiny cottage. Some families bring animals into their homes during severe weather. Their body heat helps keep the room slightly warmer. The smell is unpleasant, but survival matters more than comfort. Winter also brings sickness. Cold, hunger, and damp conditions weaken the body.
It is so cold.
Without modern medicine, even a simple infection can become deadly.
Village healers rely on herbs, prayers, traditional remedies.
Clean water becomes harder to find when streams freeze.
Every bucket of water requires effort and endurance.
Many villages depend on ale instead of water because it is often safer to drink. The local church becomes a center of hope during difficult winters. People gather to pray for food, health, and the promise of spring. But outside the church walls, winter continues its relentless test of survival. By midwinter, food supplies begin to shrink. Every meal becomes smaller than the last. The barrels that once seemed full now reveal their empty bottoms.
Families carefully count every handful of oats and every remaining loaf.
When supplies run low, villagers search the forests for anything edible. Even the smallest discovery can provide precious nourishment. Some men risk dangerous hunting trips into the frozen wilderness. A single rabbit could feed an entire family for a day. Yet hunting is uncertain, and winter offers few guarantees. While peasants struggle, the wealthy experience winter very differently. Nobles possess larger homes, thicker walls, and greater stores of food. Massive fireplaces help warm castle halls, though many rooms remain cold. Even kings and lords cannot fully escape the winter cold. Outside, storms sweep across the countryside without mercy. Roads disappear beneath snow, isolating entire communities. Travel becomes dangerous, and help may be days away. For many villagers, the greatest fear is not the cold itself.
The true fear is famine, the possibility that food may run out before spring arrives.
As winter deepens, every family wonders the same thing. Will they survive until the thaw? At last, the harshest weeks of winter begin to pass. The days grow slightly longer. Though food remains scarce, hope slowly returns to the village. Farmers begin inspecting their fields, searching for signs of life beneath the frost. The frozen ground still resists them, but spring is drawing near. The first streams begin to flow once again. For months, these waters were locked beneath solid ice. Birdsong returns to the countryside after a long, silent winter. The village awakens with renewed energy. Families clean their homes and prepare for the planting season. The memory of winter remains fresh in every mind. Many families carry the scars of winter. Some gather at the village church to remember those who never lived to see spring. Yet life continues, as it always has.
seeds saved through the winter are finally brought out for planting.
Every seed represents a chance for survival.
Children once trapped indoors now play beneath the open sky.
The worst of winter is finally over. For the people of 1200s England, survival is never guaranteed, but resilience is part of daily life. Without heating, without modern comforts, and without certainty, they endured. And when spring finally arrived, it felt nothing short of a miracle.